Feeling guilty is natural, and we all feel guilty for different reasons. Not only that, but we also respond to guilt very differently, right? Some of us have self-anger, some of us feel anxiety. And you should be guilty if you've done something wrong. However, it's when you separate this guilt. However, when this feeling of guilt is isolated, when it has nothing else around it, it's not beneficial to anybody, right? So we got to understand that this feeling of guilt is merely a stepping stone, not the destination. You have to go from using this guilt as a reaction to something and start using it as a reason to do better, to be better. I started trying to improve myself when I was 13 years old, so the summer going into high school, freshman year. And I was lucky in the fact that I started a lot earlier than others. I started taking my life more seriously a lot earlier than most people do. And throughout my self-improvement, I guess, history or journey, whatever word you want to use, my major enemy, my biggest enemy has been time. I have such guilt for the time that I've wasted, right? I say to myself that I want to use my time more efficiently. I want to be more productive. I want to do this. I want to do that. But then I go back and do the exact same things I just said I don't want to do. I say one thing and then I do the other. I waste hours or even days doing nothing that benefits my future. We feel guilt because we feel as though we have done something wrong or inadequately. And I think a big problem that most of us face, including myself, is that we stay in this feeling for way too long. We go, I feel so bad. I have made so many mistakes. I feel guilty that I am wasting the opportunities presented to me. But then we go back and do the exact same things we did before. Guilt is important to have, but it isn't good when you live in it. Guilt is something that should push us to do better in the future, to fix our past mistakes, as well as trying to avoid them in the future. If you can relate to my example of wasting a lot of time, stop feeling just guilty about it. Stop just saying, I hate wasting time. Go out there and do something about it. Right now, decide right now, you're going to create a plan to stop wasting time. And you're going to create it right now. A big problem with people who waste time, including myself, is we push things off, even the solutions to wasting our time. We say, I want to stop wasting time, so I'm going to make this plan tomorrow. No, don't do that. Make the plan today. Matter of fact, right now. Don't push it off at all. Pause the video. Make the plan right now if you have that same problem that I do. When you say that you're wasting time, that means that you have something in your head that you're comparing to that you should be doing instead, right? So whatever that thing is, make it like a necessity of the day. If you're in college and your goal is to get really good grades and to really learn this field that you're in, let's say you're engineering, right? And you want to learn engineering, make a schedule or something like that. Like where, okay, at this time, I'm going to do this. This is exactly what I'm going to do. Don't make it vague. Be very detailed in what you're talking about. And I just want to say right now, I haven't fixed my problem yet. I think wasting time is a problem that pretty much every human has. So it's kind of hard to, like there's no 100% efficient person. So it's like, it's a very big struggle that we have, and making any progress is good. But to start that progress is to start now. You can't even begin if you never start. That's kind of, I just pretty much said it again. If you don't begin, you don't begin. I mean, this is like 1 = 1 like sentence structure. You get what I'm saying. Don't say you're wasting time and then continue to waste time. And to be more broad, when we stay in our guilt, we will never act to change the reason why we have the guilt. I am guilty about the time I waste. However, I use that guilt as a reason to fix the problem. I think of it like this. There's a show called Invincible, and I'm not going to spoil anything besides like maybe episode 1, but they're going to be very vague kind of statements about the show. So there's this character named Omni-Man, or his name's Nolan, but it's interchangeable. To get to the point, he did something very bad. Something so bad that nobody watching this video has ever done it before. There's probably a couple creeps watching this, but it's that bad. Terrible act. Just put that in your head. As time passes, no one starts to feel more guilty for the things that he has done. However, he doesn't stop there, and that's the point. That's the point of this video. He does not stop there. He tries to make amends for his actions. He tries to fix the damage that he has caused, and he tries to avoid doing what he did in the past in the future. No one doesn't stay in his guilt. He still feels guilty for the actions he has done. However, he pairs that guilt with actions that show change. Do the same thing. Don't just have guilt alone. Pair your guilt with actions that show change. Like I said before, use that guilt that you have as a reason to improve, to do better in the future. You can't change the past, so use that guilt that you have to do better in the future. Stop reacting to what you have done already and start focusing on what you can do now. Imagine this, right? I'm thinking, if I was one of the dudes that Nolan messed up, right? If he harmed me in some way, and I see him oh, I feel so guilty, man. I feel so bad. I would almost be even more mad that he's not trying to fix it, that he's not pairing actions that help the future, right? It's good to feel guilty. I'd be like, okay, at least he feels bad about it. But Like, help or do something. Show that you've changed. Instead of just feeling guilty, do actions that show it. So stop feeling guilty and start making changes. Not everything can be fixed. They say that in Invincible, that's why I included it in the script. But it's better to try and fix the future, or rather try to make a better future, than to focus on the past, which you cannot change. But that's all I got for this video. This was a fun one to record. This is 23 minutes in. I don't know how long the video is going to be. But if you did enjoy this video, like how I talk, or self-improvement, or Invincible, whatever, subscribe, like the video, show some support maybe, so that you can see me again, so that I can see you again. But like I said, that's all I have. If you'd like to learn how to be saved, I have a video over here. If you'd like to learn how to start self-improvement, I have a video over here. I thank you for watching, and praise God.